Good afternoon, Brunswick County Schools family. Hope that you're enjoying this holiday. I wanted to send you this message as we return to school tomorrow. I'm aware of the concerns and fears expressed by many regarding our return to face-to-face learning. Hopefully, in the course of this message, some of the fears will be relieved and a better understanding of why we are returning to school is gained. I will begin with protocols that are in place in our schools. Since school started, we have worked hard to follow protocols set forth by state and local health departments. These include the daily temperature checks, hand washing, social distancing. Additional building and surface cleaning is also an added part of our protocols. As we return to school, employee meetings are now all virtual. This was done as a means to decrease the possibility of infection and/or quarantine in the event that someone gets sick. We are exploring ways to distance our 4th and 5th grade students since the state-mandated class size limit does not apply to them. Using larger spaces, particularly for lunch, is being actively discussed. Also, our board has tasked me to research methods to increase ventilation and improve air quality in all of our schools. We are doing all we can to make sure schools remain the safest place to be. But let me be clear. This is not a guarantee that no one will get sick. I just know that if our protocols and procedures are consistently followed while in school, the possibility of infection decreases substantially. None of us can control what takes place outside of the school building. We can only hope that similar protocols are followed to mitigate the possibility of bringing the virus into our schools. When the governor authorized school districts to move to Plan A for elementary schools, he did so with the understanding that the 6-foot recommended social distancing may not be adhered to. I understand the concern that goes along with that. Many teachers have requested and have received plexiglass shields for their desks and additional PPE. In addition to the mask mandate, we have face shields readily available as well. However, I still believe that our elementary children need to be in classrooms as much as possible. We're giving them the foundations of not only their education, but their socialization and maturation as well. We cannot begin to understand the future deficits they will have by not receiving the education that will carry them throughout their lives. This is not to say that our 6th through 12th students are without deficits. However, until the governor gives local boards of education the authority to allow our middle and high school students back full time, they will have to remain on the current Plan B. While I acknowledge that fear and concern is justified, we cannot make decisions that are rooted in fear. We have to make decisions based on fact and science. I communicate daily with our county health officials to make sure that from a health standpoint, we are making sound decisions. Yes, the county positivity rate has surged, just as we thought it would. But the county rate includes all citizens of Brunswick County, not just the public schools. For example, ages 5 through 9 account for 123 cases, or 2% of the total cases. But this data includes charter, private, and homeschool numbers as well. Brunswick County school numbers are on our district website dashboard and are provided by the health department. They send us the numbers for our students and our employees, and our school data is much lower than the county data. I have said, and I will continue to say, that we cannot have normal expectations in abnormal times. The hardest thing to change is our memory. We all want things to go back to the way they were prior to COVID. We remember having all of our students in school full time. We remember face-to-face meetings. We remember the simplicity of eating lunch in cafeterias. However, we all have to change behaviors until we get out of the woods with COVID. However, my staff and I still visit classrooms, and I accompany our board members on visits to these classrooms as well. I am confident in our students and staff to follow the protocols and keep each other safe. Let me add, I have a personal stake in the safety of our schools as well. My wife and daughter work in and attend Brunswick County schools. Our board, my staff, and I are looking forward to seeing the bright eyes of our students as we continue to provide them the foundation of their lives, a world-class education. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.